Hello everyone, welcome to another very interesting and trending topic of the day. Earth Day 2022. How it started and how to celebrate. Earth Day 2022 will fall on Friday, April 22 and this year theme is Invest in our planet. What will you do? According to earthday.org. This is the moment to change it all. The business climate, the political climate, and how we take action on climate. The website stated now is the time for the unstoppable courage to preserve and protect our health, our families, and our livelihoods. Advocates are pushing citizens, governments, and businesses to do what they can to combat the climate crisis, to build a healthy planet for our children and their children. The history of the Earth Day. The first Earth Day was held in April 1970. Before the Environmental Protection Agency Clean Air Act or Clean Water Act even existed. At the time, there were simply no laws in place aimed at protecting the environment. According to earthday.org, a book by Rachel Carson titled Silent Spring, released in 1962, helped begin raising public awareness and concern for the environment. It sold more than 5 lakh copies in 24 countries. Then, according to the EPA, in the spring of 1970, Senator Gaylord Nelson created Earth Day as a way to bring the issue into the national spotlight. After 20 million Americans demonstrated across the country, Congress authorized the creation of a new federal agency to tackle environmental issues, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, in December 1970. In 1990, David Hayes, the first national coordinator, partnered with Nelson to expand Earth Day celebration in more than 100 countries, turning to a global event in fall on April 22 every year. How to celebrate Earth Day 2022? Earthday.org says there are many events planned around the world to help to celebrate Earth Day. The Canopy Project will plant trees around the world for every $1 donation. The Great Global Cleanup is a global campaign to remove billions of pieces of trash from the neighborhoods, benches, rivers, lakes, trails, and parks. It's an effort to reduce waste and plastic pollution, improve habitats, and prevent harm to wildlife and humans. Several crises are hosting related events. Advocates also say there are other ways people can help simply by making changes in their daily lives, such as composting and using reusable utensils. Several cities across the country are hosting their own events, including tree planting, exhibits, and other activities. Climate change continued to be priority for Biden. President Joe Biden faces a steep path to achieving his ambitious goal of slashing planet warming greenhouse gas emissions in half by 2030 amid legislative gridlock that has stalled at a $2 trillion package of social and environmental initiatives. Biden Build Back Better plan, which contain $550 billion in spending and tax credits aimed at promoting clean energy, was sidetracked by Democratic Sen. Joy Manchin of West Virginia, who said just before Christmas that he could not support the legislation as written. Even without the legislation, Biden can pursue his climate agenda through rules and regulations. Both those can be undone by subsequent presidents as demonstrated by Biden, reversing Trump administration rules that rolled back protection put into place under Barack Obama. Expert cites Biden executive authority to regulate tailpipe emissions from cars and trucks as well as restricts emissions from power plants and other industry sources and the federal government vast powers to approve renewable energy projects on federal land and waters. Indeed, the Environmental Protection Agency announced the new tailpipe rules for cars and trucks the day after Manchin bombshells announced December 19. The Interior Department also announced approval of two large-scale solar projects in California and moved to open up public lands in other western states to solar development as part of administration's efforts to counter climate changes by shifting from fossil fuels. The administration also has access to tens of billions of dollars under the bipartisan infrastructures law approved in November, including $7.5 billion to create national network of electric vehicles charges $5 billion to deliver thousands of electric school buses nationwide and $65 billion to upgrade the power grid to reduce outage and facilitate expansion of renewable energy such as wind and solar power. I think the US has a lot of tools and lot of options to make gains on climate in the next decades, said Johan Larson, an energy system expert and the partner at the Rhodium Group, an independent research firm. That's all. Thanks for listening. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel for upcoming trending news and trending topics. Thank you so much.